I'm excited to announce the May campaign for the St. Joseph's Battalion. We will be emailing 15 bishops that we have targeted as the good bishops who would be receptive to our requests. So the template for the letter or the email that we are going to compose is down below in the description. Feel free to modify it at your discretion or write a completely new email. We have 4 points that we are concerned about, but you can focus on all of them, a few of them, whatever you want. But the important thing is to just email these bishops. We'll see, what progress we can make. But these guys are our best chance of getting an answer to our request. Our first request is for the full release of all of the McCarrick files. We want an independent investigation into all of the McCarrick files. Independent meaning that the bishops and the cardinals are not the ones completing the investigation. They're really powerful cardinals who are connected to McCarrick, presumably. So we want a full investigation and all of the McCarrick files released. That's really important. It's been almost a year now since the McCarrick information came out publicly, and we want to know what's going on with that. The second request is that we want the bishops to institute a zero tolerance policy against any offenders of sexual crimes, including priests, bishops, cardinals, deacons, and even lay people. There's no need for that in our church, and we need to eliminate it as quickly as possible. And the people that cover up, we do need a policy for the cover-up people as well. The third request is for an increased vetting of seminarians and even a comprehensive review of all seminaries. I've been saying it for a long time. This is something that's really important to me, is that we need better seminaries. Now, I think a lot of the seminarians that go into the seminaries, they're expecting it to be a really prayerful atmosphere, and they don't get that. Some of them don't get that. So the vetting of the seminarians is really important. But also the investigation of seminaries is important as well. So we encourage that. And going hand in hand with the seminary thing is the Solons report. It shows that a majority of the sexual assaults were homosexual. And that's not to say that all homosexuals are predators. It's just to say that there's a concerning connection between those two elements. And so, that should be a consideration whenever they're doing any kind of investigations or vetting. And the fourth point is to teach the true doctrines of the Catholic faith. Recently, there was a letter released by 19 theologians accusing Pope Francis of heresy. I'm not canonically versed as well as, any canon lawyers or most priests, so I don't want to make any accusations or anything. But the fact that, these prominent theologians decided to accuse the Pope of heresy shows that, we're at a very confusing time. And I think what should be done is the bishops, while they may or may not want to join in accusing the Pope of heresy, but I think what they need to do is look through the letter and address there are 7 points in that letter accusing the Pope of heresy, and I think what they need to do is address those 7 points and those 7 concerns, and they need to apply the church teaching to those points and explain the Catholic faith thoroughly in regards to those points and the true Catholic teaching. So with those 4 points, you can copy the text of the letter below. You can use the blind copy feature, which is the BCC feature in your email, to send it all at once to all of the bishops without them knowing who else the email was sent to. Or you can email them individually, 15 separate emails. If you're going to copy and paste the same letter, or just change the, dear bishop, whoever, that's fine as well. You can create your own email, I guess tailor it however you think the important the points are. The important thing here is just to get for all of us to send this email at the same time, and just for them to realize, like, look, this is important. I think, many of these bishops, these 15 bishops, many of them will take a look at the email and realize, like, hey, these people are definitely concerned about our church, and they actually do care about the future of our church. That's the important point here, is that they're not just going to hit delete like some of the other bishops would. Many of these points are really important to me personally. Hopefully they are to you as a Catholic. So I'm really excited about this mission. Hopefully it accomplishes something. And it's not going to take you a lot of time, hopefully. So I encourage you to definitely join in this mission. And let's help improve our church.